To more breaking news now, and Cricket South Africa CEO Thabang Moroe has been suspended. Let's get more on this story with eNCA's Hloni Mtimkulu, who joins me in studio. So it wasn't entirely unexpected, was it, Hloni?
No, it wasn't. It was the call that was being made by various stakeholders that are related with or to cricket in South Africa. So yeah, it really wasn't. I think the call started, say, earlier in the week, so it was coming, I think.
But why? Why is Thabang Moroe the person that is being thrust into the center of the boardroom shenanigans we've seen playing themselves out in the last few days at Cricket South Africa?
Well, he's the chief executive, so, I mean, partly it is his job. But also, on Monday, when he was trying to reconcile all that had happened on Sunday, he said that as the head of operations, he is taking responsibility for that part of things. And this issue around him and his responsibility resurfaced a few days ago. The fact that he had said that in the restructuring of Cricket South Africa and how they're going to be running things, he will be taking on more of the operational running of things, with the director of cricket going to be more hands-on in terms of the actual Proteas, because he had been doing quite a lot of Protea stuff, and he'd been in a lot of the Proteas press conferences and stuff, so he wanted to do more of the actual running of Cricket South Africa. So it's his job. I mean, obviously there are people there that are, the board is there as well. He can't take the fall on his own, but he is the head of Cricket South Africa in terms of operations, and he has said that himself.
So other than him exiting today, we have not had because we've got to track these things these days, right? Yeah. We've not had any other board resignations since the last two we reported.
No, so apparently another board member has, Hloni has stepped down from the board, but okay. We're not getting, like, in terms of getting hold of her. So there is that, and then there were apparently suspensions also at CSA, other suspensions within the management of CSA. So it's an ongoing story that just keeps developing.
And at the same time, the sponsors have seen enough. Standard Bank saying that they've seen enough and they don't want anything to do with this situation. How much pressure does that pile on?
A lot. I mean, Standard Bank isn't a minor sponsor of cricket in South Africa. They are the premier sponsor of cricket in South Africa, and they sponsor the Proteas. The Proteas are the premier brand of cricket in the country, you know. So it's a big blow for cricket in the country. I mean, they've given them some time to find a sponsor, you know. I mean, rugby's also found itself in a situation like this where they lost sponsors. But you find new sponsors. But I think what Standard Bank has brought up around the reputational damage over this will be something for sponsors to consider. So I don't think that it will be difficult for cricket to find a sponsor, but it will depend on how they fix the issues that have been raised now and what that looks like for sponsors.
And we have an incoming tour coming up in the next...
Yes.
And here we are, not even discussing what players are going to be available for selection, how it's going to look.
Well, we don't even know who's going to coach the team, so there is also that, and who's going to select those players. So there are a lot of things happening.
Any word from, you know, the government, from the sports minister yet?
No, there isn't. And, you know, I've been thinking of this relative to SASCOC, because, you know, there's a SASCOC inquiry and there are issues around the implementation of those things and you know, when will things happen, when will things not happen. And I think that the sports department has been heading that, the sports ministry has been heading that. So they haven't said anything yet outright. And it should be something that they get involved in now, with things haven't gone so far.
Yeah. All right, Hloni, thank you so much. You've got a lot on your plate, because who knows which direction this story is going to take in the next hour and the next few hours. Hloni Mtimkulu tracking the developments there at Cricket South Africa.